So greetings from the homeland once again here in Pennsylvania. Today it's a Saturday afternoon, April 30th, I believe. We're back in Swatara State Park. Some traffic up there. Just to do a little bit of exploring today. I gotta be somewhere later today. I was just looking. I'll have to look at Google Maps. Places like this, you know, Swatara State Park. A lot of it was obtained through eminent domain by the government. They were going to build a dam here on the Swatara Creek, but they never did. We talked about that in other videos. But so you can find all these remnants of former places where people used to live, and some of them are pretty old places. And we might find another such place today. So I was looking at Google Maps. There's a pond up here and some other anomalies that we're going to check out. Actually, further down the road, there's another spot I want to check out. I don't think we'll get to that today. But anyway, let's quit yapping, and we're going to head down another old road, do some more exploring. All right, so we're gonna let Naomi just chill out here. Right up there is Route 443. I believe that's Twin Grove Campground up there. We're gonna head down this way. Never explored back here. So we're gonna keep our eyes open for some history. And it's springtime too, so we'll see what else we can find nature-wise. See the May apples coming up over there. It is morel season, mushroom season, so we'll keep our eyes open for those too. Yeah, the pond is up that way, but hopefully this lane kind of swings around that way. Yeah, but there's another one of these spots. You know, someone used to live back here. It's got the old lane. Yeah, they're the May apples. Yeah, just yesterday we were down almost in Maryland, finishing up the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania. We saw some May apples in that video, but they were a little bit further along than these. These are just popping up and spreading their leaves out. Everything's turning green. Buds are opening, flowers are blooming. The bees buzzing around me. Alright, so this old road keeps on going that way, but we don't really want to. We're not planning on going that way today, but there's a trail. I see a trail head up through the brush. Up that way is where our pond is. So I think I'm going to head up that way. I am noticing there's some daffodils down here. Some white ones. Saw some yellow ones earlier, because these are not native. These don't grow wild. I mean, they are now, but they're always a sign that there is a human habitation around at some point. So these are planted by people. So let's. I'm always drawn to keep on going. We might. Yet today. We'll see what's up this way first. Because I don't have a ton of time today to do this, but let's go. I do know the pond is up this way, so let's follow this trail. Okay, this takes us. Okay, this is interesting. It's like a dugout area right in here. Alright. Didn't see that coming. Alright, so looks like the trail kind of goes this way yet, so we shall follow it. It is rather thorny. Alright, got turning off. Okay, so I was kind of wrong about where the pond was. I see it right down there. Of course, that road we were on is just down there, so the pond is right up there. But back behind me, there is something else I did see on the map. So I'm not sure. I want to keep following this trail. I'm going to check out the pond first. Well, I came back down to that old road again. We're going to check out the pond first. But from here, where I left the road, you can't tell there's a pond up there. But now I can see it off to the side here. Nice sized pond, actually. I gotta get through this. Now, this is a nice sized pond back here. I never knew this was back here. How many times have I been to Swatara State Park? It looks like there used to be like a guide rail, or yeah, along the road here. Keep cars from going into the pond. Interesting. See some swirling in the water, so there's definitely critters living in there. Oh, I see sunfish in there. There's quite a few sunfish in there. Let me try to zoom in on them for you. Oh yeah, I see them. Alright, well they swam off for now. Actually, I do see more up there, but I'll try to zoom in on them later. It's kind of hard to find them with just looking through the camera lens. Alright, let's keep heading up this way. Maybe we'll have to come fishing back here. Yeah, like I said, I never knew this was back here. I've been to this park so many times, just never explored this section. There's a little bit of a trail right along the edge here. Definitely wonder what other kind of fish are in here. So we saw some sunfish. Might have to find out this summer. Yeah, nice cool place to cool off. But this is not a natural pond. It is a man-made pond. There's a dam back there. So wherever you have a man-made pond, normally you have a house would have been around back in the day. So that's where we're gonna go see if we can find. We're gonna still explore the pond a bit too, but I want to see if we can find any remains. Actually, I see stuff right up there, old beams of wood. Let's check that out. Yeah, as I was just talking to you, I looked up there, I see beams of wood. This is our old road. We came from that way. There's quite a few trees falling on it. Behind us is the pond. And the road, the old road does go on, but let's see what's going on up here. Maybe the road curves around up to this spot, but let's just take this way. Yeah, there's not sure what's going on up here. Okay. Some of this looks like a dump site a little bit though. Actually. Not sure what those black things are. Some old telephone poles. Yeah, this looks more like a dump site, actually. These look like gates. The gates that they would use to block roads. Bunch of old pieces of pipe. Yep, there's a big metal pipe. Some block. Even down here is like an old, what is this, like a plow? Some sort of equipment, like a plow just left here. Some stone down there, but this is a flat area. Oh yes, yeah, a road does curve right up to this spot. Ends right here. Some tire, I think there's tires down there. This is like just a site that was used to dump stuff. But at the same time, it is very flat through here, so I'm pretty sure this almost looks like a site where an old barn was, maybe. There's definitely a building here in the past. Now it's just being used to dump, like, yeah, look, there's a whole bunch of those big metal pipes up there. Yeah, just a site to dump excess stuff. Looks like it all belongs to the government, like highway stuff, to be honest. Yeah, there's more pipe down there. Yeah, that's what this looks like. Yeah, back in there's a pile of tires. I'm gonna keep on walking up here. Yeah, some of this stone looks older, like this might have been a part of the original barn that was here. Because once again, you can see that that's definitely a flat area down there. I'm pretty sure there was a barn there. I guess that's where some of the stones came from. I'm seeing more stuff up here. Like here's all these pipes. These are big pipes too. And I could crawl through these. But there's something up here. What in the world is that? So these are huge. Not sure what they are though. Here's my hand for comparison. These are big chunks of metal. Almost looks like they have something to do with a road as well. Or a bridge or something maybe? I don't know. They're just laying out here though. A bunch of more metal down there. Some other pipes and stuff. This is that barn site, which I'm thinking you can definitely see like the barn would be down here, but not really into all the junk that's laying around. Yeah, if you have any idea what all this junk is back here, like I said, it looks highway related. So I'm thinking the state owns this stuff. It's their garbage, and they're just looking for a place to get rid of it. They dump it back here. Anyway, if you know better, if you live local and can tell me what all this stuff is, you can comment below. Or anyway, it doesn't quite seem right to me. Like I said, people used to live back here, so let's confiscate people's lands and then use it as a dump for stuff we don't know what to do with. Ouch, but that's kind of what happened here. Alright, we're gonna go. I see some big trees up here. We're gonna head up that way. I'm still looking for like remnants of houses or things up here. The pond is down that way, but we might just explore this area. Keep exploring. Got kind of interesting already. Yeah, so up ahead I'm seeing some pretty big trees, like the large spreading kind, which indicate they've been here for a while, growing in the open, which often indicates maybe a house site. We won't know until we check it out. Looks pretty overgrown. Well, I do think there's a bit of a trail through there. Alright, so here's that big tree. There's a cedar tree next to it, which often can indicate too the site of a house. Not always. They do grow wild. Alright. Well, that's a walnut tree, actually, a big black walnut tree. Okay, well this is interesting back here then. I think we might have found something. Yeah, there's definitely an old wall back here. You can see that rock and concrete back in the back here. See some more metal concrete stuff in there. So, trying to think here. If the house is on this side, the rubber on that side. Alright, so we were just up there looking at that rock wall. We will keep exploring. We'll go up. Oh, I see some more. Oh man, I see some more concrete up front there. This kind of drops off, like this is man-made here, but let's quick check this out because there's something behind. Oops, I tripped. There's something behind me I saw too. Yeah, just noticed this now. A little bit of a foundation right here. Alright, we will come back to this in a moment. Now we're getting distracted, but back this way is the big black walnut tree. But I see something down here I want to check out. Down, right down there. Looks car-ish. Yeah, that's what it is. Some kind of a, there's bees everywhere. Some kind of a frame to a car, it looks like. Oh, look at, wow, look at that. Those are wooden spokes right here. This is wood. So, I'm not entirely sure what this is. It's definitely a framed vehicle. I mean, there's the tire. But then there's the wooden spokes again. Huh. What in the world is this? Even the front tires had some wooden spokes on them. Looks like the steering mechanism up there. So maybe this is just a wagon. This could be just a wagon too, maybe? As I'm looking at that thing right there. But there's like a, I don't know. That kind of looks like a gearbox there. Maybe it's just an old farm wagon. But hey, if you know what that is, you can let us know down in the comments. Kind of intrigued what that is. Doesn't really look, the more I look at it, it doesn't really look like a car frame. Maybe more like a frame to an old wagon or something that was used here on the farm. Thinking more along that line. So I look at it more. Even now I'm wondering what all might be down in this valley. There's a little stream down there. We might, oh boy, we might take a walk down there. Because if there was like a house and barn up here behind us, they would have tossed a lot of their stuff down here, I guess you could say. Alright, but let's head back up to the foundation we saw earlier up there. Alright, so back in there is that foundation we were looking at earlier. Back there's our giant walnut tree, and that old wagon thing was down that way, but we're going to keep on going. I might take a quick look up through there, but we're going to keep on heading this way for now, I think. Alright, well I didn't get too far, but there's indeed, in amongst all these thorns, there is some kind of a foundation back in there. If I can get through here. Looks like we can. Yeah, not very big, but there is a foundation back there, mostly concrete. Alright, I don't know if you can see it through all the brush, but our little trail keeps on going on, but the more I walk, I believe what I'm seeing up here is another old road, because it kind of goes, it's flat along, they're just horribly overgrown. Maybe that's why those foundations are all along there, because they're following that road. We'll go up here just a little bit more. Huh. And once again, we have some other huge trees. This is a huge white pine tree. There's another big cedar tree back there. The one off to the side right there. That's a huge cedar tree. Once again, big trees like that can often indicate house sites that they grew around. I just hear a turkey. So I've made my way back to where that old farm wagon is. Right there's our old big black walnut tree. We had gone that way quite a ways. But then I see some more, bunch of daffodils down there. A bunch of what we'll call tiger lilies growing here. And I believe there's a nice flat area over here, which looks like it could be where the house was maybe, because here's that one giant cedar tree. This looks like a house site right here. Kind of a flat, open area right here. It's right in here. And then there's a steep drop off going down the side. So that's what I'm gonna guess. Yeah, you can see how it just kind of drops off steeply. Got some stones here. There's some stones here which might be indicative of a foundation. But I do see a bunch of trash down there. Old barrels and stuff. So I might make way down there actually. Alright, so I'm down here at the bottom. We were just up there, but this, what I thought was a barrel, I do not think is a barrel. This looks like an old, almost like an old coal stove. Laying down here. There's another piece to it over there. Is that not what it looks like? Like some kind of an old stove, coal stove maybe? Laying down here. Yeah, so I'm gonna poke around down here a little bit. Here's that creek. See what I can find, and we'll head back. We'll start heading back that way. In fact, I see some more trash up there, but that's kind of the way we came from, back that way somewhere. It's not really seen a whole lot of trash back this way, which kind of surprises me. But sometimes, if it's an older site, a lot of times there's not as much trash. The newer sites from like especially from the 60s and 70s, they had a lot more trash that they dispose of. In the older days, especially the 1800s, they didn't have as much like the kind of trash we have today, the plastic, the styrofoam, and all that kind of stuff. Even if they did have glass, they would reuse it back then. Whereas in more modern times, they just constantly, threw it away and got more glass. There's that coal stove again. Okay, so we are back at the pond again. You can see it through there. Our old road that we came in on is just up that way. We parked way up that way. And we had been exploring all up that way up there. There's a trail that comes down here along the pond. Up here is the dam breast that's holding the water in. So maybe we'll find a place to take a break on this side. And then we'll head back to Naomi. Probably gonna go up through the woods up there. Like I said, there's some other things up there I think I saw on the Google Maps. We'll head back on this side of the pond, through the woods a little bit, and then back to where I parked. I think that'll be a plan. See if there's anything on this side. Alright, well, break time is over. I have some company. I hear some other folks on the other side of the pond up there. Yeah, nice little spot to take a Sunday afternoon break. Just kind of sat right here in this log a little bit. But now we're going to head up into the woods up on this side of the pond. See if we can find anything up there. Google Maps indicates that there's some stuff up there. And then we'll make our way down, back up to where I parked. At least that's the plan. Alright, haven't touched base with you in a while, so just kind of wandering around back here. haven't really seen anything. That looks like what I'm looking for from the maps. But wasn't planning on being up this way today, but so maybe I need to look at the map again. But okay, so this might be what I was seeing on the maps, on Google Maps. Doesn't look like much, but on the terrain feature they showed an area of water in here, kind of squared off. But look right here at this edge, there's a straight raised edge here that goes down straight as an arrow here down into there. Actually, I'm seeing some metal down there. I'll have to take a look at that in a moment. But I think this area, I think there was water in here at one point, because Google Maps still shows there being water in here, but on the satellite images it's just all overgrown like this. Like yeah, right down there. Right down there there's like a metal fence that goes off that way a little bit. I don't know if you can see it through the brush down there. So this must have been some kind of reservoir. So I'm not sure what it was though. Maybe we'll explore it a little bit more. Alright, so I crawled and climbed it down in here. Here you can see that raised edge going all along. Here's that fence. Chain link fence. Here's the corner of it. Goes all the way on down through here. All overgrown, but yeah, so back there was our fence. Looks like it comes up here. Looks like it goes more that way again, but I am not crawling through all this. So, well, we found it. Whatever it is, not entirely sure what that is, but mission accomplished for the most part. Alright, now I just gotta find where I park. Alright, so down here's the old road I came in on. Naomi should be up that way. The pond was down that way. And there she is, waiting for us, as always. Alright, well that'll be it then, and thanks for coming along with me on this short, rather unplanned adventure. We still found some cool stuff out there. It's always fun just to scramble around and look for stuff in the woods. But as summer gets on, or spring gets on, we'll be doing less and less of that as the undergrowth kind of crowds us out a little bit. Alright, but thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.